Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We are from Group 15, would like to present our project titled Work Breakdown Structure, Web-Based System. Let me introduce my group. My name is Nur Alisha Akmal and my team are Muhammad Faris, Muhammad Hafizuddin, Muhammad Karel Nizam and Nur Faziana Afika. KWSP manage the work breakdown structure, also known as WBS, manually. So this has caused several problems. It's hard to track tasks, documents often have mistakes, and teamwork become less effective. So these issues especially affect big and complex projects, leading to delays and confusion. The purpose of this project is to define the requirement for a WBS automation system. This system aims to simplify the creation, tracking, and management of WBS, addressing current inefficiency while enhancing team collaboration. There are 3 design goals for this system. The first one is scalability. The system must support numerous projects, tasks, and increasing number of users without affecting performance. Secondly, role-based access control. The system should include a security features that limits access based on user roles, helping manage permissions easily, improve security, and follow company policies. Last but not least, responsiveness and usability. The system should offer a smooth and user-friendly experience on all devices, with a quick responses and easy access for everyone.
Hello everyone, in this section I will briefly explain the client-server architecture used in our WBS web-based system. This system follows a tree structure which separates the system into logical layers: client, server, and database. At the client side, we have a user device such as laptop or smartphone that accesses the system through a web browser. This is where users interact with the system by logging in, view tasks, editing the work breakdown, or managing access depending on their role. The browser sends requests to the web using HTTP or HTTPS protocols. Next, we go into the server tiers. The web server is the core of the application. It hosts all the back-end service and business logic components, including authentication service, WBS management service, calculation engine, access control, and database log service. Each of these components is responsible for a specific function, for example, verifying login credentials, processing task updates, and calculating project progress, and also managing user roles. The server receives requests from the client, process them, and send the appropriate response back. Lastly, we have the database tier. The database server stores all the persistent data for the system. This includes user credentials, tasks, project roles, and logs. Only the web server communicates directly with the database using SQL or JDBC connections, and the client cannot access the database directly, which adds an extra layer of security and data integrity into the system. Hello everyone, in this section of the presentation, I will be presenting about the deployment diagram of our work breakdown structure system, web-based system. This diagram helps us understand the physical architecture of our system, how the software components are distributed across the hardware environment. Let's start with the client side. Here we have the user device represented as the device node. It hosts a web browser which acts as the main interface for users to interact with the system. Through this web-based interface, users can access features such as viewing their projects, managing tasks, and update their progress. Next is the web server, which is the heart of the system. It hosts several critical software components such as authentication service for handling user logins and identity verification, WBS management service responsible for creating and managing the WBS structures, calculation engine service perform any necessary calculations or data processing, access control service manage user roles and permission to ensure secure access, and database log service which logs system operations and user activities. All of these services work together to provide a smooth and secure user experience. The final part is the database server, which hosts the WBS database. This component is in charge of storing all the system persistent data, including user account, project details, system logs, and all WBS related information. In terms of communication flow, the user interacts with the system through the web browser on the device. Requests are sent to the web server where the application logic is processed. The web server then communicates with the database server when data needs to be stored or retrieved. The three-tier structure with a clear separations between the user interface, business logic, and data storage helps improve the capability, maintainability, and the security of our system. That's all from me. Thank you.
So, hello, my name is Muhammad Khairul Nizam Yasunuddin, and I will explain about the class diagram for this work breakdown structure system. So, the class diagram is show the internal structure of the system, focusing on how data and rules are organized. So, for at the core of the user class, which includes general user information like username, password, and emails. So this class is extended by three specific roles, especially for staff, manager, and admin. So each subclass include an ID, name, and a role attribute, with a staff and manager also linked to task on project assignment. The task class hold information such as task name, descriptions, priority, and status, and is associated with both staff and project record. So that is indicating who is the responsible and what project to task belong to. The project class include basic details like name, description, and total man day to track project scale and duration. So for the last, the access control class is linked to admin, allowing the system to define which user have access to certain features. Overall, this diagram highlight a clear and proper to flow of this system. So for the use case diagram, is there are three type of the actor, which is firstly is user, and secondly manager, and lastly in admin. All actors can perform basic operations such as logging into the system, viewing the WBS, calculating and updating task progress, and also the editing the WBS and logging out. The manager has additional authority to manage team access, which is involve the assigning user to tasks or controlling who can view and edit parts of the project. The admin, on the other hand, play a more technical role, that they can view the database and manage system access. So this privilege allow the admin to maintain system security and user roles. For the each use case is in the diagram, is clearly linked to the appropriate actor, ensuring how responsibility are distributed based on user role. This diagram also helps ensure that every function in the system is accessible only the right user, which is important for both usability and security in the project management environment. So that's all from me. Thank you.
So I will explain about the communication diagram about view WBS. So this communication diagram show how the actor click the view WBS, which leads to the dashboard page, and then it requests from the WBS controller, which then it fetches tasks from WBS database, and then the database will return the data, and the controller send it to WBS view page where the WBS is displayed. So this diagram show the interaction during WBS calculation process. It starts when the manager click calculate on the WBS view page, triggering a request to calculation engine. Then the engine fetches data from WBS database, and then it processes it and saves the result. Finally, the updated progress is shown on the view page, giving the manager real-time feedback. So this communication diagram for edit WBS show the process when a manager edits a WBS task. It starts with clicking edit WBS on the WBS view page, sending the new task info to WBS controller. And then the controller send it to validation service and the result is returned. If valid, the controller update the task in WBS database. The outcome is then sent back to the view page showing the updated WBS. This diagram shows how a manager manages team access. It starts by opening the team access page, which retrieves roles via access control service. Then the service queries the user database,
and the data is written and processed. The page then displays current roles. When the manager updates a role, the changes are applied through access control service and saved in the database, keeping the interface and data in sync. This diagram shows how an admin manages user access. So the process starts when the admin opens the system access page, which requests the user access list from access control service. Then the service fetches all user data from user database, returns and displays it on the page. So if the admin updates permission, the changes are sent to the service and saved in the database, ensuring all updates are recorded properly.
Hi, my name is Muhammad Ahmed. So right now I will explain about the project demonstration. This is the main interface of the login users because we have three users, three users role, which is the normal stuff, or we call the as users. The second one is the manager that manage the project under this work product structure, and also the admin that can handle both of manager and also the users. So this is the login page, but I will show you that's the dashboard page. So right now this is the login page, which is I will just show it to you how to log in. Just enter your username and password. Then okay then. So for right now I will explain the first one is the users part, which is the user can see what project has been assigned to them, such as this is the profile. So this is the first one. So if we click on the project, we could search the project list first. For example, there's two projects right now that has been assigned to this person. Which is the first one is test for the testing. So it will. So there's no test variable that being assigned by the manager. But for the PUBG blog project, there's the task, which is the authenticate login. This is the description and also the level of the task. And if we click the open, we will see the more details. And this is the duration or the main day. Main day is the working hour that this user working on. This mainly is actually the total up from all the users, all the other stuff that has been also assigned for this project, for this task also. So for right now, I just want to update my main day, which is the working hour. Which is I already working on this about 5 hours today. So after that, I will submit, and then it will successfully submit, a successful update, and then you can see that duration is increases. So that's it from the users part or the staff part. Next, we will move along to the manager side, which is we have this is the dashboard page. We have two buttons, which is one for navigate to the project and also to the manage team. We will go to the manage team first. So as you can see, we could on or off, like switch the user that we want to assign. For example, the Hafiz block, I want to off the Hafizudin, which is the previous user that I shown you. So if I on off it in the users, there's no it can't see the project anymore. So if I on back, and sorry, this is the another user. So I on back. So if we refresh, there's the Hafiz block. So other than that, manager also can like add new project and also add a new task for each project. For example, I will just for the testing the feature, just we just put the description and so on. And the priority is media. So after that, submit, and if I refresh, there's the task. So also we could assign the task to certain user, which is, for example, I want to task to Hafizudin. So I will refresh back. So oops, Oh, sorry. We have to go to the go inside the project first. So this is the project that has been signed. So after that, we could also yeah, add project, but for now I will not add because there's already have project. And yeah, this is the same as the users. So after that, we will move along to the admin, which is admin control most of the thing that it could view most of the thing, like the log of the um, whose users are updating or anything, such as like this. And we go to the project, still can see the details and the task. We choose the hex block, and we will see the block. And other than that, users the admin can change the roles of the users, and that's it. And that is from the demonstration of this project. It is not very complete, but it is like manageable to use for this work breakdown structure for this very company. So that's it. Thank you for me.
That's all from us. Thank you.